exception. Charlie, a big cultural event, and there's a lot to talk about. So, in a short while, we'll be talking to Kwame Dadzie, who, of course, is the host of Showbiz A to Z here on Joy FM. Class prefect of all showbiz pundits, and Arnold Asamoah Bedu, who of course is a showbiz pundit, one that you definitely heard of. Arnold is very, very popular on many platforms, and he joins us this morning. We're also very excited because we have one of the big winners from this weekend, Piesie Esther herself, right here on the Super Morning Show for the first time, for the very first time. Yeah. We're very excited about this. Hey, 20 years of music, and you haven't come to our show before.
I shock self.
Myself, I'm more plus you small. But we're so excited you're here. We're so happy you came here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, listen, more from our guests in just a moment. But first, look, we know that life is go, 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 and that it's hard to make time for the things that really count. So at ABSA, they are not going to let banking get in your way. That's why with their digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who is important to you. Banking has never been easier. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues and your DSTV subscription, and so much more with the click on your phone. Get things done simply with ABSA's digital channels. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA. Terms and conditions apply. Go to absa.com.gh to learn more.
And we know that a home is a basic need, and the COVID-19 pandemic made this statement truer than ever. So owning a home in a serene, strategic neighborhood should not be a luxury, but a necessity. And at JL Properties, we make that dream a reality. JL Properties has been building homes for more than a decade. Enjoy the ease of owning a fully complete home or choose from our off-plan packages. At JL Properties, you can make internal adjustments to your home while it is still being built. A home from JL Properties means peace of mind and value for your money. Make your home with us today. Why don't you visit their website? It's jlpropertiesgh.com, or call JL Properties on 050-954-2973 or 0302 449-037. JL Properties, the city's favorite developer.
Now, are you a die-hard football fan who can't get enough of the beautiful game? Then you need to stay in the game with DSTV. With all the top leagues and tournaments from around the world, including the UEFA Champions League, the Premier League, and La Liga Santander, you won't miss a single moment of the action. Watch the best players in the world like Marcus Rashford. Hey, Rashford. Karim Benzema. Karim Benzema, Saka, and Osimhen battle it out on the field. Remember, the only football worth watching is on DSTV, so don't miss out on the excitement and stay in the game with DSTV. Get your DSTV decoder with 1 month family subscription for only 269 Ghana cedis, or stay connected on star 759 hash to enjoy it all. DSTV, it's your moment.
number of times that song has come on while I'm driving somewhere, and I mean, look, I have to remind myself I'm a law-abiding citizen and keep both hands on the steering wheel, right? This song has moved spirits across the country, and it is no surprise that it made the artist behind it a contender for Artist of the Year, Piesie Esther, who, by the way, I was shocked to discover you've been doing music for over 20 years.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Where?
Here in Ghana.
Yes, here in Ghana.
I have to be honest, and I said this earlier on the show.
Okay.
I met you at our entrance about a month ago.
Sure.
And I remember when I was introduced to you by Rosalind.
Okay.
I said, "Oh, this is your year."
Okay,
I
sure.
said, "I feel with you."
Yeah.
Right. And I didn't tell you that
Okay.
my first time hearing of you was the day before.
Woo!
Wow.
Yes, first time ever.
My
I
God.
think I switched on the radio and somebody on the station was talking about you and how this is your year. So
Wow.
that stuck in my head, and I heard the song and I thought, "Oh, this song, I like the song, I know this song." So when I met you, that was the first thing in my mind. And I'm sure that for many, many of the people involved in our award scheme, their thinking was the same. I'm sure you expected to
Yes.
win this year.
Yes, I was.
How did you feel when the results came out?
Oh, I feel so good. You know, I'm mommy pressure bia. Yes, because I me tune in my mind that if I win, fine. If I didn't win, that's also fine. Yes. So that was it. I was not that desperate to win. Yes,
But your people worked hard.
we did.
Your people worked hard, because for me to have heard of you the day before that you are going to win.
Yes. In fact, we found it seriously. Yes. We were seriously working towards it. We decided, say, it is a privilege be na erade di ama yen. So why don't we use it and use it well? So we decided to not to joke about it at all. Yes.
Yeah, no doubt. But a lot of the conversation when we were getting into the awards, a lot of the things people were saying was that, "Oh, your church is lobbying for you to win." Why does a church even want, to be behind the winner of a music awards? Was that happening? Was your church, pushing for you to win?
They were very supportive. They were supporting. They were pushing. In fact, I know that it was in everybody's mind that they wish I win.
Why?
Yes, it's because I bet it has become something that it has become part of us for now. No, music na that awards no so no, it can also push you somewhere. So if you win, there is nothing wrong with it. And the thing Christopher, and so we can also win. Yes, we can also win.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes, so they were pushing. Yes, not that they were that desperate that by the hook of crook we have to win, but as fact that we have that nomination, then they have to support so that we win. We don't accept defeat. Yes.
And there's a lot of talent in your church. That's the truth.
Yes.
If you had won, you would not be the first person
That's right.
from your church to have
That's
won
right.
Artist of the Year.
That's right.
Kwame,
Yeah.
you guys have been talking about this thing from the very beginning. And there was criticism. I mean, let's stay with Piesie. We
Okay.
have a lot of other, artists to talk about, including the
Sure.
big winner himself.
Yeah.
But while Piesie is here, let's wrap up with this particular matter. There were some people who thought it's a bad thing that the church is so eager for their member to win.
I don't know, but even apart from the church, there is a group called the Table of Men.
Yes.
It comprises some men in the gospel industry who are dedicated to promoting gospel musicians, and they did it for Joe Mettle in 2017, he won Artist of the Year. Dana Hamilton 2021, she won as well. And Dana is also a member of the Church of Pentecost.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, to the Church of Pentecost, I like what they are doing, because you see, the VGMAs is a competitive award scheme. It is public voting 30%. It has a board 40%, academy 40%. So there is a public voting part of it, which requires that you need people to vote for you. And if you have your own member vying for the topmost award on the night, you need to support the person. So I saw a post from the church on Facebook asking people to vote for Piesie Esther. Now, what I think people did not really like was the fact that, according to them, members of the Table of Men were lobbying the Academy and the board to vote for Piesie Esther. They thought that, you can lobby the general public, ask your fans to vote for you. And George Quay was one of those people. And he was very loud on that, saying the Academy and the board are supposed to be technical people. The board comprises people who know music, music producers, engineers, people who know the music of music, if you like. And so they are supposed to judge who wins what based on the figures, the technical abilities, and all that. You don't go call them and say, oh, please vote for Piesie Esther. They thought that was wrong. And so,
Kwame, who are we kidding? How many times has Angelique Kidjo won a Grammy? Is it all because her music was the best? Right? And I give that example because, look, you said it yourself, it's a competitive industry, right?
Exactly.
So what's the problem with someone approaching those who have to make the decision, right? And seeking to convince them that, look, pay attention to this. Pay attention to that. This is why my person needs to.
But they thought they could influence the board. They should be independent of their decision and assessment.
Look, let me be very honest with you. And I think that if I see George Quay today, I'll tell him. I think it got to a point in time. You don't need to bring these things out. Why are people lobbying? No. Lobbying is part of the game. And what George Quay and the others did, I'm sorry, George, when someone lobbies you, he lobbies you alone. He didn't call you in public to say, do this for me. He called you privately and said, I want you to do this for me. You may disagree and say, I don't like this. But you don't go out there and say, why are you lobbying me? Yeah. I think that was wrong on their part. And I think that, look, I know George is listening. I totally disagree with that approach. I saw others taking to Facebook to do that. It is so wrong. Look, in every scheme, even in politics, everything, people lobby. There are lobbyists everywhere.
Even in church.
In church.
Yes.
See,
the concept of churches, you're coming to lobby God.
The point here is this. You're talking about those who know the music of music.
Yeah.
Some of those who you say know music of music have produced very poor songs too. True or false? No, Kwame, tell me, true or false?
Oh, yes.
So those who know the music of music have also done poor jobs before.
Yeah,
So
sure.
if somebody says, oh, I know you know the music of music, and that's why I want to draw your attention to this and that,
Yes.
why I believe you should consider this artist. I'm only telling you, look at it this way. And look, I've been listening to Piesie's song for a very long time.
Yeah.
Now. I have listened to Mentiasie,
Yeah.
Ziba Beko. That's long ago. I mean, and for many of you, once you start hearing these songs, you go, I know this artist.
that's it.
Yes.
I know this artist. What's that the situation? A lot of people in the past have done songs, and the songs have gone, and they may have sounded like other artists. You probably didn't pay attention to them. Recently, I was talking to an artist, Kofi Bento, of the Western Diamonds, who never made it because of Papa Yankson. Not because of anything, but he sounded like Papa Yankson. And throughout his career, everybody thought it was Papa Yankson. So if all of a sudden he gets a good track, and I'm like, look, this guy is a great guy. Pay attention to him. I want you to award him because of his performances over the period. Now that he has an opportunity, let's look at him and award him. What wrong have I done?
Listen, we're going to move on from this, but very final thing on this lobby is, look, the academy itself, the nature of these groups is that when they come together, there are options, choices to be made. And they themselves, sitting around the table, they lobby each other.
Oh, thank you, my
That's
dear.
the nature of the job.
Thank you.
That's how you pick winners.
Yes.
Okay, that's why there's more than one person there.
Exactly.
So that the most influential, the person with the one who makes the best presentation on behalf of who they think should win will carry the day.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm part of an academy for the Glitz Woman of the Year Awards.
Okay.
Look at the amazing women in this country. when we are sitting there with a list of all these completely qualified women, how do you think we choose? At the table, everybody makes an argument.
Exactly.
That's lobbying.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, so honestly, I don't know what the problem is. All right, listen, we've got a lot to talk about. Piesie Esther is here with us. She's one of the big winners from over the weekend, and we're so excited that she's here. But also, let's not forget that it was a very special night for a young 21-year-old boy. I'm going to call him a boy just because, I'm more than twice his age. From Kononguzongo. Now listen to what happened in his hometown when his name was called out as Artist of the Year. That's right, Black Sheriff. Black Sheriff. It definitely was a big year for the young man, young boy, young man. I don't care what you think. This is somebody at the very beginning of his life.
Sure.
As an adult. He's 21 years old. What a breakthrough.
Yeah.
You know, and the beauty of it, the thing, Kwame, I don't know if you agree with me. For the first time, I think the VGMAs has taken into consideration the international appeal of a Ghanaian artist with the choice of Black Sheriff.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got artists with international appeal. They don't tend to do well at the VGMAs. Rocky Dauni, you know. Yeah. So this time around, it seems like it was a big factor, wasn't it?
Yeah, and also because Black Sheriff had the attention right here in Ghana before going international. You know, Rocky Dauni's music sort of appeals to a certain audience, a niche target, if you like. So there is a difference between what Black Sheriff is doing and what Rocky does with this music. Black Sheriff appeals to almost everybody, you know, from the young people to the older folk and all that. And so for the year under review, if you look at what he did, you know, releasing Kweku the Traveler and the activation that was given to that song during the 3 Music Awards, you remember that rain coming from the top, you know, dropping on him and all that. That was the beginning of all of this. And then after that, he released Soja. Soja was huge as well. Now the songs made it to the Afrobeat charts, the UK charts, the US Afrobeat chart, and then Billboard charts and all that. He was nominated in the BET International Hip Hop Flow Award. He didn't win though, but that was a big plus for him. Performed outside the country, so many shows. Even right here in Ghana, he did his own show, the Mozambique Disco show. It did not go so well, but for an Artist of the Year contender, you should be somebody who has a show. You know, you should have performed at your own show, headlined your own show. And so you see Sarkodie has his own show. Piesie did 2 of that, one in Accra, one in Kumasi. Okay, Black Sheriff did his, performed on other shows as well. Sarkodie even performed on his show and at the Global Citizen Festival. And so that is a component for the Artist of the Year criteria. You should have the visibility, you should have your own shows, perform at events and all that. You should have the public appeal, excitement, and everything. So Blacko, for me, in the year under review, proved to the whole world that he has what it takes to be the Artist of the Year. And I wasn't surprised that he won, you know, judging from all that he's achieved during the year, even before the year. In the previous year, you know, somebody who just came into the industry within a year, he had first sermon, second sermon, he was all over. Burna Boy featuring on his song, second sermon remix. And then we had people like DJ Khaled and all those people posting his songs on social media. It is a big deal to me. And so you could see when the Artist of the Year winner was being announced by Mark, if you watch the video, you could see Black Sheriff was more tensed even than Piesie Esther. I don't know if Piesie knew she wasn't going to win. I don't know, but
well, she's here.
But it was clear that it was clear that you gave Blacko a run for his money because you see him in the video and you're like, this guy is scared that maybe he's not going to win the award because of the Pentecost and the table of men and the table of men. But the table turned in the end and then went to his favor. I think that he deserved to have won that award, and I don't know what would have happened if he didn't win. Because I heard some people say that, Charlie, if Blacko no win Artist of the Year, there's something will happen for this industry. You see, you understand where I'm coming from.
Before Piesie answers that question, I think we need to look at something.
Yeah.
And I'd say the handlers of Black Sheriff may have done a very good job. Now, there is not a single artiste that as a whole country we have decided to own like Black Sheriff at this point.
Yes.
When he dropped his first sermon, it wasn't really big like that. Even second sermon, look, it was within boys circles. We go from the Assembeba. It was then we put a political twist to it. So the president is Kweku, the Assembeba. Then we started talking about it. Then this guy comes in. Burna Boy decides to do a remix with him. Just around that time, the Nigerians start saying he's a Nigerian.
Yes.
And you saw the whole Ghana.
And he topped the chart, Apple Music chart in
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Then the whole Ghana said, hey, hold on a second. If you watched, in that week, he moved from station to station. And all the questions he kept being asked was, how do you feel about it? So, I feel like I'm a Ghanaian. And all of us, we started having a conversation about, let's take this boy and own him. He's our next big act.
Yeah.
Let us not let this boy slip, from us. So automatically, you saw that everybody was, working very hard for the young man because we felt that this is our deal. In the past, we had talked about artists that could take us international. They didn't get there. And we felt that with this young man, with little push, he's there already. So why don't we push him? So in fact, right from that time, his name spread throughout the country.
Yeah.
Then he drops his Soldier.
Yeah.
Or the villain that I never was.
Yeah.
And so it's like when people,
That was a great EP.
when you gain acceptance, this is the whole thing. Now, people had accepted him, and people were prepared to promote him.
Exactly.
So whatever he does would go. The thing about Rocky Downey, you see, Rocky Downey, when he dropped in Ghana, it was a big hit. That was in the 90s. You didn't have these award schemes and all of that, but in Ghana was a massive hit. He left Ghana and, went to the US, did great songs. We always would feel proud when he's nominated for the Grammys and would say, hey, this is Rocky Downey. He's one of our own. He's been nominated. When this guy came to Ghana some 4 or 5 years ago, I was interviewing him, Gramps Morgan.
Yeah.
He knew all the Ghanaian artists, the dancehall artists and the songs they were doing at the time. Recently Shatta Wale did a song with him. At the time, he told me that he sent Shatta Wale a message, but he was too busy to reply that message.
Wow.
And that if he gets serious, they will do a song together. So watch this. We may be here and think that, artists are not doing so well. But out there, they see them. And I think, to be very honest with you, the genre that Black Sheriff does can always take him there. Social media today is big. It helps in promoting artists. Camido went outside the world. Funny enough, Michael Kumante was here and talked about how Ohimamezi did a song which was being played in a club in Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
They didn't understand anything.
understand the lyrics.
So we have to ask you now, because we saw you in the video. Calm.
Yes.
And we know, our insiders tell us how close it was.
Yes.
Did you know at that point that you were not going to win?
No, I didn't. Yes, but I bear this in my mind that if I win, fine. I know I've worked. So if the win comes, fine. If Black Sheriff also win, that's fine because he has also worked. So that thing was in my mind. So anything that is going to happen, I'm okay with it. Yes.
You were saying to us that actually you are also quite new to Black Sheriff. You hadn't heard many of his songs until recently.
I know Black Sheriff very well, and I like him because he carries this thing. He has that kind of power voice. I love his voice. It is my wish that someday he will come and join me in gospel.
So you do a
Hold on.
collaboration.
Yes. He will come and join
Do you
me.
want to do a collaboration with him, or he should join you in gospel?
Oh, I want him to come and join me in gospel.
Evangelism coming
Because
inside.
he carried this power voice. That if he tried to sing gospel, oh my God, it will
He's
be
a Muslim, right?
something
He's a
else.
Yes, a Muslim.
I've got a question for Esther, though.
Okay.
I saw the picture with you and Black Sheriff.
Yes.
What kind of conversation did you have?
Oh, we were just sitting there, and then the Black Sheriff and the boys, they walked to us and say, "Mommy," because I was just sitting somewhere. I didn't see them when they are coming, so they just tapped my say, "Mommy, Black Sheriff." And I was so happy to see him. So we were so excited, and I heard him on interview that he said, "Ne target pa is the album of the year."
Yeah, he said that.
Right.
Album of the year.
Yeah.
So we were using that one to tease him. So you said the whole huge artist of the year is there, and you are fighting for, and
Album
we
of
asked
the
him that. So what is in your mind? Was it, the album is my, that is what I want to win. And we asked him that, how about the other ones? So that one is 50-50. Then we started laughing.
But I'd love to see a collaboration between the two of you.
Okay.
Yeah, so would I.
Not him joining you to do gospel. I mean, others too can do secular.
But that is how I want it.
No.
I want him to join me because I've seen something in him. Yes, though he's a Muslim.
He's a Muslim.
He's
It's
a
not
Muslim, but
difficult.
he can also sing gospel. There's nothing wrong with it.
He has
In
one
fact, he
gospel
does
song.
sing
Oil in
inspiring
My Head
songs.
is a gospel
Yes.
song.
Yes, yeah, it is.
Yes.
He has a song called Oil in My Head. It's a
He
gospel song.
carried that power voice.
Yeah. So listen, Kwame. This year, I think I'm happy to be corrected. Maybe there are other years that had stronger contenders, but I think this year the nominee pool for Artist of the Year was seriously strong.
Very
You have
tight.
Stoneboy,
Very
Sarkodie, King Promise,
Yeah.
Kamidu, Kiddy,
Yeah.
Joe Metal,
Yeah.
and of course Piesie and
Yes.
Blacko.
Yes.
That's mad.
It's serious. I also think that our artists are working harder, as the years go by, and it's as a result of the fact that, you see, I don't know if it's because of the new ways of promoting music, because nowadays I think it's quite easy for our musicians to promote their songs using social media platforms and all that. And seeing somebody like Stoneboy always touring, have Kamido doing wonders with this Sugar Cane remix alone, and all that. So I believe that they are working harder, and it goes a long way to tell how all the things we are doing as an industry is impacting on their careers. Because you see, every time we come on our shows, we talk about what is going on, right or wrong, making sure that we improve the works of the people in the industry. It tells me that yes, we are getting somewhere because we're getting quality. And I wonder how easy it was for the board to even do the selection, because we had other people who should have been there as well, who were not selected. And so yes, it's very competitive. I wouldn't say it's the most tightest, if you like, artist nominee list I've seen yet, but I think that yes, over the past year, the year under review, this particular list is very tight, and that's the reason most of them were expecting, I don't know, they were very, very anxious and nervous, especially Blacko and Piesie Esther. Looking at her composure, I didn't really see that, but she's
She
telling
hid
us
it
right
very
now
well,
that
yeah.
she was expecting to win that particular slot this year. So I think that they've worked so hard over the past year, the 2022 year, which is the year under review, from January to December, and seeing them there really tells how hard they worked under the year under review. Yeah.
Well, listen, our guests are our very own Kwame Dadzie, and of course, winner of Gospel Song and Gospel Artist of the Year at VGMA 2023. We're talking about the whole night, the whole event, and the whole of Ghana music. When we come back, we'll talk about what some people described as a talk show and the fashion, if you can call it that. Stay with us.
Morning Show.
Hey, close up.
Ever fresh air, ever fresh air. Ever fresh air, ever
Close
fresh
up.
air.
All new Close-Up Everfresh. Wait, Charlie, what's new?
It now has a triple fresh formula that cleans, protects, and cools. Thanks to a powerful combination of 1, a purifying gel, 2, an antibacterial mouthwash formula, 3, ice cool crystals that cleans, fights up to 99% bacteria, and intensely cools. Fresh breath keeps you protected and fresh long after brushing. Close-Up Triple Fresh formula cleans, protect, and cools. Close-Up Everfresh. Grab yours now.
This advert is FDA approved.
Bet365 is now officially available in Ghana. My G, if you love sports, there's no better way to get a piece of the action. Build your own personalized bet with Bet Builder and select from popular markets on the biggest sports. You fit make multiple selections within a single match. For example, in football, you can choose first goal scorer and both teams to score to create your bet. Charlie, visit the official site at bet365.com.gh. Over 18s only. Terms and conditions apply. Please gamble responsibly.
Are you tired of struggling with bad financial situations? At Quick Credit, we understand the difficulties that come with transitioning to a better one. That's why we're here to simplify the process for you. With loan facilities from 1,500 cedis upwards, all you have to do is call and we will take care of the rest. All you need is your national ID. No savings, no collateral, no susu, no deposits, and no account opening required. Quick Credit has you covered. Whether you're expanding a business, starting a new one, facing an emergency like school fees or funeral expenses, or even just in need of a salary loan. What are you waiting for? Call Quick Credit today. 0302 200 390 or 059 692 0833. We do not give loans via the internet. Quick Credit is regulated and licensed by the Bank of Ghana. Terms and conditions apply. Quick Credit. Lending made simple.
I've been everywhere and anywhere I go.
Fortune rice. It needs just a little water. The grains don't stick and the aroma and taste are delicious. Fortune rice, always on point, just like mom.
Now introducing Fortune Emupa, your tasty Ghana rice for all your rice meals.
This advert is FDA approved.
Just like mom.
Imagine running a business with 24/7 dedicated internet as well as calls to both local and international corporate clients at very affordable prices. Whatever your objectives, Airtel Tigo Business can help you through services like FlexiNet mobile broadband among others. Call us at 0577 555 000 or email us at business@airteltigo.com.gh. Airtel Tigo Business, your total business solutions provider.
Anytime is a good time to have a break. Introducing Munchie Anytime Crackers. It's perfect for break times, party times, movie times, and snack times. Savor the moment. Enjoy Munchie Anytime Crackers anytime. Munchie Anytime Crackers. It's light and tasty.
This advert is FDA approved.
The system has nothing on her. Those in power fear what she can do. She is Madame, and she is coming. On one hand, she's a humanitarian, and on the other, she's using them to seduce men in power for favors. Madame is a new drama series that explores the evils of an uncontrolled system where young women are exploited. Premiering Monday, 8th May at 8 p.m. on Aquaba Magic, DSTV channel 150 and Go TV channel 102. Stay connected on star 759#.
It's the most action-packed breakfast show in town. The hottest music, the best giveaways, the great interviews, and all the laughter and fun you can imagine. Don't miss the Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. It's the best breakfast show
winner of International Collaboration of the Year, Kamido, for his remix of Sugarcane, which featured King Promise, Mayo Kun, and there was the other Darkun. Yeah, great collaboration. Yeah. Beautiful music video as well. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to all the big winners.
Year as well.
He won
album of the year.
King Promise won.
King Promise.
Yeah, with 5-star, the 5-star album.
Yeah. So congratulations to Kamido. Great job done there. And congratulations to all the big winners, including King Promise. And of course, Piesie Esther, who is our guest today. First time on the Super Morning Show.
Yes.
We're feeling her.
The good thing about the likes of Kojo Yankson, because you're also winning souls. Sure. There's a strong message in the music. That's what I like. It doesn't matter you didn't win Artist of the Year. You're winning new souls. But you don't say anything.
Wow. Let me tell you. Hold on, guys. Let me tell you about Don Marcos.
It's a compliment, rather.
Hold on, guys. Let me tell you about Don Marcos Travel and Tours, because we'll be joined shortly by the Deputy Minister of Creative Arts, Culture and Tourism, Marco Krekumante.
That's
right. Don Marcos Travel and Tours, your reliable travel consultant, is organizing an exciting summer tour to Seychelles Island, your preferred tourist destination, with unique islands and colorful beaches from the 29th of June to the 8th of July 2023, with only $1,900 for singles and $3,500 for double. And our tour package includes visa, return air ticket, ground transport, airport transfers, accommodation in a 3-star hotel for 9 days, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, sightseeing, entry fees, cruise ship ride, and navigation through the Seychelles archipelagos with live entertainment on board. Pick up your valid passport, add your COVID-19 and yellow fever vaccination cards. Call 0249045442 or 0202930863 or email Don Marcos Travels, Marcos spelled with a K, at gmail.com. Don Marcos Travels at gmail.com. Locate us on the Spinters Road opposite Bachona Total Filling Station, Tempus Estate Road. Terms and conditions apply. Don Marcos Travels, your reliable travel consultant.
Now don't forget to go to kingdomstoreonline.com. That's the website for Kingdom Books and Stationery. So whatever office essentials, equipment or furniture you want, you can get it there at Kingdom Store Online. You can pay via Momo, so you don't need to even bother about how to make your payments, and then they will deliver to your home or office in good time. If you live in Accra or Tema, free delivery for you. Terms and conditions do apply. So at Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
And we say Ayiko to all mothers out there. Your role can never be overemphasized. Mothers are God's most special gifts to mankind, and even more special are the moms who are raising children with special needs. So this year, your Superstation Joy 99.7 FM is celebrating mothers raising children with special needs in our promotion dubbed Supermom. Do you know any such Supermom? If you do, please share their story with us. That very daunting task of raising a child with special need. In fact, the mothers can personally share their stories as well. So if you're a mother out there raising a special needs child, please send us your entries. We want to know about your story. We want to know about you. Send the entries to 055-1111-997, 055-1111-997. With the support of our sponsors, we will celebrate 10 of these Supermoms this Mother's Day. Our Supermom promotion is brought to you by Fortune Rice, always on point, just like mom. Frito sunflower oil, you deserve a life of goodness. Zigzag fashion accessories, Accra Mall, your best choice for elegance and style. Woodin, Le Créateur, Fortune Limited, luxurious perfect or luxuriously perfect. Sonotech Ghana, your total health partner for life, and Caveman Watches, be remembered. Supermom, Ayiko to all you moms out there.
Well, MTN wishes to inform all its valued customers to re-register their SIM numbers as directed by the regulator, the National Communication Authority. All unregistered phone numbers will be disconnected permanently by the 31st of May 2023. Complete your registration at any MTN service center to avoid disconnection permanently and stay connected everywhere you go.
All right, now everywhere you go, everybody is talking about the VGMAs. And, well, from the fantastic performances to the rather fantastical fashion and all the weird moments in between, from the impromptu talk show to the... It was quite a night. There's a lot to discuss. Our guests, Kwame Dadzie, host of Showbiz A to Z, right here on Joy FM. Piesie Esther is, of course, one of the big winners on the night, Best Gospel Artist and Best Gospel Song. And we are joined right now by the Deputy Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture. Just a moment. I think we have to reconnect to Mr. Marco Krekumante. We will bring him in as soon as possible. He was there on the night. He presented the big award at the end. But look, from the opening performance by Piesie herself, the performances on the night were mostly fantastic, really, really good. I was so pleased to see Kiddy. After a bit of time away, it was great to have him back. Let's start with that.
Okay.
The performances and everything else that was great about the big night, Kwame.
I think I liked the opening performance by Piesie and the Gospel All-Stars. So she had on stage Celestine Donko, Sissy Chum, MOG, Kofi Owusu-Pepra was Hima Messi. That was a fantastic performance. And it's the same rendition you've released.
That's right.
Yeah, the remix of Wayemi Ye.
Sure.
I love that. And most times people give credit to the gospel people for performances, vocal abilities and all that. And I love their performance on the night. But I think my best performer on the night was Black Sheriff. The guy has a very powerful voice. His transitions were on point. The stagecraft was superb. And then even the lighting, the sets complemented his performance. It was off the hook, if you ask me. And I think it's one of the reasons people have fallen in love with him. He doesn't joke with his stage performance at all. So he is my number one performer on the night. Then Sarkodie, please, Sarkodie. He's the highest. Sarkodie is the highest when it comes to performance on stage. And it appears almost every year he gets better. I was so happy to have seen him put out that performance on the night. Sarkodie, my second performer on the night. And then maybe I'll go for Kwabena. Ofurian Ponce's performance was a surprise. Maybe because of the whole nostalgia. Maybe people had missed him, because he has not been in the eyes of people in recent times. And so, I saw most people on their feet dancing to his performance. It wasn't.
They were dancing to Pastor Aliwe's songs.
Pastor, he doesn't like that name.
I know.
He's for Ramponsao. It was good seeing him on stage. But the Kiddy performance, could you see? I didn't feel Kiddy in his element. That wasn't the Kiddy I know.
Probably for good reason.
So when he came on stage, I think within the first minute, people were like, "Oh wow, he's well," and all that. But I don't know if you noticed, those of us who were in the auditorium, from that time on it was as though nobody cared about him again. Yes, and I was like, okay, maybe I don't know if he shouldn't have even spoken about his condition, because you remember about 2 months ago the rumors about he being down with a stroke and all that. Richie came out to debunk all those rumors, and then he came out with a statement, with a tweet, posted a video to tell people that he was well, and then he released "I Lied" a few days ago. I don't know if he didn't know he would perform at the VGMs. Maybe he should have just stayed on the low till now. It would have increased people's hunger to see him on stage. I don't know, but he was on stage as if people didn't really care about him.
I have a contrary view, but that will be after the interview.
Yes. So to me, his performance, yes, he was on stage to perform. It was good to see him on stage, but I didn't see Kiddy in his element on the night. Yeah, and then are we doing the high sides alone for now? Because
let's
on the high.
Let's bring in Mark. And then we'll get into the lows, because I know that the pundits have a lot of things to say. But of course, the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture and Industry expert, Mark Krekumante, joins us right now on the phone. Mr. Krekumante, it's a pleasure. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kojo.
Yeah. So, we all watched you on the night. when you made that big declaration that the most important person in the world was in the room. And then, of course, you announced Blacko's victory. Tell us about the night from your perspective, from your seat. How did VGMA 23 go?
I think that out of 100, I would give Tata House 85.
Okay.
Yes. Sometimes I hear Ghanaians comparing our event to the BETs and the Grammys, some of the top events in the world.
Yeah.
And sometimes we are unfair to the organizers because as at in the early 90s, Michael Jackson shot the Remember the Time video for over $4 million, less than a 4-minute music video. And so you can imagine how much they spend on some of these events. But then you see relatively meager figures being used to organize some of these events.
Yeah.
And we are quick to compare, between VGMA and Grammys. Sometimes we should look at the budget involved, logistics involved. That is how you can strike a fine balance with the comparison. And so 85% knowing what some of the budget Charterhouse gets. And so it was a good event. Yeah.
Now, of course, in spite of the great performances and the wonderful atmosphere, some people are leveling some criticisms, at the event, which don't really have much to do with budget. Some of them seem to be simple, creative choices, like the sort of the talk show that happened halfway through the whole event. What did you think about that?
Those are some of the human. If I'm getting you right, is it the conversations in the middle?
Yes.
Okay. Those are some of the human factors. Even some people are complaining that I overkept them in suspense when I had to announce the winner or the ultimate award, which went to Black Sheriff. And so sometimes you give people a minute or two to do something. Some do less, some do more. Some get carried away when they see lighter microphones and they increase. And so you realize that this year the plan was, I'm only thinking for Charterhouse. I was not part of it. So I'm only thinking based on what I saw.
Sure.
The plan was to make sure that we'll not allow the presentation of the award, the person presenting the award, to make his own, let's see the nominees. So the announcers do it for you before you come upstage. So all you have to do is to just present, which is the idea is to mitigate the long talk people often do. Some of them even come and talk about the product they sell and everything. And so if the idea is to mitigate those things, it means that there was a plan to reduce the duration of the whole event. But you realize that we stayed till 2 a.m. plus, which means that something went wrong. So some of us overspoke, some of us underspoke, which at that time is very difficult to control. So those are some of the challenges. I do not know about, because some of you on TV see some of the talk parts that you're talking about more than those of us in the hall. Because where I sat, the people who were speaking were actually behind me. So sometimes I go on my phone when they are speaking because I don't see them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for those of us who are watching on TV, Mark, Winston here, we saw them and we kept asking questions. What are they really doing? I mean, are they doing punditry on the show? But you actually announced the final winner. I'm just curious, also because you've been an industry player. We've had conversations about music and all, and there were lots of conversations as to who deserved to be Artist of the Year. From your point of view, did the winner deserve the award, Mark?
I think so. Both champions, everybody knew the champions amongst the rest were Piesie, Esther, and Black Sheriff. Everybody knew. So you notice that when I was about announcing, I established that between the two. I never said amongst the four, amongst the five. I said between the two. Everybody knew the competition was between the two. And we all know that sometimes, I don't know how that works, sometimes you can have an Alan for so many years, but one Baumia will come for a few years, and all of a sudden everybody says Baumia against an Alan, or some of those conversations that you hear often in town. And so Black Sheriff is relatively new. Piesie has been around for so many years. Some of us know the Piesie story. And so if you have to look at that, you say, Piesie there, and Kawache, my bread before getting here. But this young man, that's how God works. Nobody knows how that happened. He just came up. I've been a follower of Black Sheriff. When I was on Hits FM, he even used to play his song without mentioning his name. I used to look for his music. His first song that I heard was called Sika. A lot of people do not know that one. Very nice song, but he was so low a brand that people wouldn't even mention his name whenever they play the song. But from nowhere, he did a music video with a machete. And so Kesafo went to mention on radio that it was wrong against the something of film, against the laws. And so because of that, and then the talkability started. All of a sudden, the young man is everywhere. His music has crossed borders. We all know. It's an open secret. Everybody knows because of internet. You can go and check. So because of that strength that he has, and Piesie's strength was a particular song, Black Sheriff has more than a song, which he performed on the night. He did more than three. He did like about 3 songs, which some of them I have never heard. But the whole hall was singing, which gives me a clue as a former music marketer, which means that, yes, you are getting outmoded in the music production, but the people who consume, they know it. And so for me, the data could tell that the young man has the numbers. To the extent that an international record label showed an interest in him, I'm sure he has signed that contract, and that's why he's getting the exposure he has. So looking at all these variables, if you put them together, you have a fine mix against what Piesie has. For me, if you knew where Piesie has come from, and if you know her story, I think Piesie has achieved to even have climbed to the level of Artist of the Year conversation. The controversy around that with Piesie, for me, I think it's too big for me. I'm so happy for Piesie as well. So yes, Black Sheriff deserves what he got.
All right. Thanks. Please stay with us. Want to bring the conversation into the studio now, and let me quickly take Piesie's top moments and highest and lowest moments of the night before I settle on some details with Kwame. So yeah, your best moment and maybe the worst moment.
Oh, in fact, I would say that my best moment is when I won the Artist of the Gospel Artist of the Year. Yeah. My down moment, in fact, I was expecting to win Best Songwriter.
Really?
Yes, because when you see the YMEA, I mean the way it is. But anyway, my brother won, so that's fine. My brother Perez Music won, so that's fine. I was expecting that I'll win that one, and also the video.
You do have a great
video.
You do have a great
yes.
video. Yeah.
So that was my down moment.
Yeah. Okay, listen. We have to talk about that fashion. And I can't wait to hear Kwame's take on the talk show in the middle of the thing. So listen, let's take a few messages from our partners, and when we come back, we'll wrap this conversation up.
Morning Show.
Charlie, you sure say you be die-hard football fan who can't get enough of the beautiful game? Then stay connected to DSTV, cause it's a football festival. Live Ankasa. All the big leagues and tournaments day DSTV. UEFA Champions League, the Premier League, and La Liga all day. So my guy, don't miss a single moment of the action. Make you watch players like Haaland, Rashford, Benzema, Sadio Mane, and Thomas Partey battle it out. Ebeye the dead. Man slacky. Get your decoder for 269 Ghana cedis or dial *759# to connect and join the excitement. DSTV, it's your moment.
Say donut. Hey, donut.
the follow not sa malaria. A 3D till no not now. Oh, malaria chill. Oh, popo. What mean the day? I want the no not. A dabako. No not. A damien no. No not. A damien sa. No not. No. Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat ide scatter malaria.
A quality product from Blaze GVS Pharma. Yenshishemu hu se malaria wa umujam ansa na wanum Lonat. Na nam yensearch na malaria no daso wo hwa ko hu dokota.
This advert is FDA approved.
Ghana's leading retail outlet for quality doors and locks, Doormaster, is rewarding its customers big. From now to the 27th of June, buy all your doors and paints from Doormaster and PPM and win instant prizes. Our doors range from exterior and interior doors, bulletproof doors, security, any kind of door you need. Come to Doormaster. PPM's Euro Standard paint solutions include acrylic, emulsion, enamel, waterproofing, primer, putty, all kinds of paint accessories, painters, homeowners, contractors, project managers, everybody. We want to work with you. Visit us at Pobiman Toll Booth and Tema Community 25. Kindly call us on 0542 745 222 or 0500 212 447 for further inquiries. Doormaster at Dadzie Kesia promo. Every customer is a winner.
Ayiko to all mothers out there. Your role can never be overemphasized. Mothers are God's most special gifts to mankind. And even more special are the mothers who are raising children with special needs. This year, your superstation, Joy 99.7 FM, is celebrating mothers who are raising children with special needs in our promotion dubbed Supermom. Do you know any such mom? If you do, please share their story with us. That very daunting task of raising a child with special needs. In fact, the mothers themselves can share their stories with us as well. All entries must be sent to 055 1111997. And with the support of our sponsors, we will celebrate 10 of these Supermoms this Mother's Day. Our Supermom promotion is brought to you by Fortune Rice, always on point, just like mom. Frital Sunflower Oil, you deserve a life of goodness. Zigzag Fashion Accessories, Accra Mall, your best choice for elegance and style. Woodin, Le Créateur. Lesh Fortune Limited, luxuriously perfect. Sonotech Ghana, your total health partner for life. And Caveman Watches, be remembered. Supermom, Ayiko.
Wake up, good morning, good morning.
hand waver when you are driving down the road. She's here. She's our guest. After a big win at the VGMAs, she walked away with Gospel Artist of the Year and Gospel Song of the Year. We're joined also on the phones by the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Mark Okrikumante, who also is an industry player. Don't forget, he's the man behind Slip Entertainment, and he has brought many big Ghanaian names into prominence, including Lord Kenya, who's one of my favorites. Kwame Dadzie is a host of Showbiz A to Z here on Joy. He's a pundit class prefect.
Kwame Dadzie is a member of the board, right?
Yes.
You're part of the VGMA board.
But I'm not supposed to say it.
You're not supposed to say it.
But I've said it.
Hold on a
So
second.
your identities are secret.
Yes. So
your identities are secret.
you've been taking all the decisions.
I don't want to be lobbied.
You were lobbied.
I don't want to be lobbied.
All right. Listen. Let's wrap this up. Kwame,
Yeah.
I know you have a lot to criticize about the event.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I think I'll start with the red carpets. I think the place was overcrowded, if you ask me. I don't know why they did not barricade a portion for the red carpet interviews. You see, the attendees struggled to even make their way through to the auditorium. It was bad. And on the red carpet itself, I did not enjoy the presentation of the red carpet. I'm not saying they should come and crack jokes there, but it should be lively, at least. You know, this red carpet.
Who did the presentation?
So it was hosted by Fifi Coleman and then Crystal. These are two great individuals, but I did not feel that on the red carpet. And then the issue of who goes on the red carpet. It's one problem. Red carpet is supposed to be the platform for the celebrities, the high-profile people, you know, or if you have anybody who has some wicked quote-unquote fashion, style, or costume, whatever, that is where we display those things. You don't just put anybody on the red carpet because they are there, they are present. And so it goes a long way to tell who were producing the red carpet on the night. Is it because, okay, I know this person, so come and let me interview you? It's not just about you being there to be interviewed. You see, it's about bringing onto the red carpet the celebrities. And I didn't see that on the night. Then when we go on the main stage, the MCing, I realized that it's either it wasn't well scripted, or there was no script, or the directing.
It looked like there was a script, but maybe they didn't deliver it properly.
Exactly, because I did not see the synergy, the coordination between the three MCs. At a point in time, everybody was doing their own thing, you know.
What do you think of the choice of the three MCs?
They are good MCs. I don't have a problem with any of them, but I think that before you go out to do such a show and you have three MCs, there should be rehearsals, you know. Prep them so well, so that they know what to say at what point in time. I don't know what went on behind the scenes, and I wouldn't take excuses, because for me, the ordinary consumer at home, I don't care what is happening backstage. You can't tell me, okay, because there were challenges. I don't care about that. All I care about is what I see on the screen or at the auditorium. So I didn't like the MCing at all. I think that the coordination, the synergy wasn't there.
Let me bring in the Deputy Minister here. I mean, you've been attending these events for years now, Mark. You yourself used to be on the academy, if I recall.
The board. He was on the board.
He was on the board, that's right, if I recall. So, I mean, tell us, what did you think of the fashion this year? And what do you think can be done to improve the VGMAs for the future?
Okay, I think that the MC thing Kwame touched on, yes, I saw the gap in the introduction, which I think that it must be checked, because your intro is actually the whole show. The moment the intro gives an impression, someone may be tempted not to see even the other good sides, and it will become what will lead his mind throughout the event. So I noticed in the beginning, the intro, they were not able to coordinate it well, and I could tell that people were listening to what to say in their earpiece, because they saw the challenge and they were quickly. I actually used to organize events myself. That's I'm able to tell some of these things. when somebody is listening to directions in the earpiece. Sometimes we are going off and the director says, hey, you should have done that. And so you notice that the ones who are not very sharp at those things, you can see it in their faces if you know about some of these things, that they are listening to somebody and their moods are showing in their faces. So I saw that in the intro. I think that we should motivate, we should encourage Charterhouse more, because it's not easy. Boss, see, the reason why I'm saying this is because in my latter part of show business, I did a lot of events, MTN Music Festival and all of that. I used to do High Life Festival and all of that. You see, sometimes some of these things, when I say it's money, people say, why do you always say it's money? Sometimes I want to get Kojo on board. Kojo is expensive. Who do I choose? I have to go a grade B plus or something. Not to say that the people who came on stage were not A plus or list A for Charterhouse. But I'm saying that money will play a role in all these things. Sometimes in the logistics, that can make you not see some of these flaws. And so we must all come on board instead of the negative we often talk about when we are done with some of these events. Because to sustain this event for 20-something years, 24, 23, it is not easy at all. Count. When Charterhouse came in 1990, is it 1999 or 2000?
2000.
Thereabout. They were sponsored by, their first event was sponsored by Goda. Before later on, we had Space Phone, Ariba, Vodafone. Maybe sometimes we invite them to also tell the Ghana Music Award story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because
I think we should take
often do post-mortem rather than the event. People say, no, but the story itself. Our own Joy FM, Night to the Stars. We know where we came from. Were we able to sustain to today? It's not easy.
It's not easy. It's absolutely not. And I want to say a big thank you to you, Marco Krekumanti, Deputy Minister for Tourism, Arts and Culture. Our time is up. I'm so sad, but we really appreciate the time you spent with us. I'm going to give the last 30 seconds to our very special guest, Piesie, Esther, big winner from the weekend. What can we expect from you in the next year?
I'm praying to God that the future is bright. That's what I can see. That now we are going to work really, really hard. So we are praying to God that He should help us to do whatever you want to do. Fantastic. Yes, because in my vision, and for now, trust me, the future is huge.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I'll say the same thing I said to you the first time I met. I feel where you're laughing.
That's
right. Amen.
Amen.
Piesie Esther is our big guest on the Super Morning Show this Monday morning. Thank you to Kwame Dadzie. Thank you to Marco Krekumanti. Thank you to all of you who listened. On behalf of the team, have a wonderful day. Let's do it again tomorrow. My name is Kojo Yankson.
Thank you, Church of Pentecost. God bless you for the massive support. Amen. In fact, I'm grateful. Thank you.
There you go.
My name is